Good morning, everybody. Today is February 18th, 2021, and we're going to be taking a look at gold, silver, the S&P 500, and Bitcoin. All right, first things first. Let's start with gold. Gold is consolidating down here after a huge drop from yesterday. It looks like it tried to pump the price in the first opening of the day, and now it is being crushed back down. I am still bearish on gold. I am even more bearish on gold because we are underneath this green line and we looks like we are closing this candle. I am seeing a 5 on this countdown and I am expecting this to go to a 9. I will change my opinion if we manage to shift towards the upside, and I will let you know when my opinion changes. Until then, I am bearish gold. Silver. The silver weekly is looking okay. I would prefer to see this 4 closing above this 3's body close. So I would like to see that occur. However, as long as the 4 closes above the entire triangle, I am a bull. I will remain bullish, extremely bullish, for the remainder of that. However, I am still not moving this red line until this weekly close occurs. If we close below this body on the 3 candle, I will then move my red line down to the bodies of this 3 and 4 candle, and at the break of that, I would take a long position. All right, the S&P 500, apparently that was my dog making the rounds, if you heard the pitter-patter of her claws on the tile. On the S&P 500, we are breaking down back into this giant channel. What do I think about that? I was expecting a 1 to 4 candle correction. The top came one day after the high, and it looks like we are having a 1 to 4 candle correction still. I will not be worried until I see a 2 going below this 1 and breaking the swing low here. So until we see 3884.8 broken by a 2 going below this 1, and if this 1 decides to close below that, I will become slightly more bearish. But I am still mostly a bull on the S&P 500. It's just a bad day. All right. Well, I have it up here. So this is what happens when you play stupid games. You win stupid prizes. Here is Dogecoin. This is the monthly. We will go to the daily, and you will see. You've had pretty much an entire full countdown phase, and you are. It looks like you're trying to move 1, 2, 3, 4. So as long as you manage to close the 9 underneath this 5 candle, you'll be good. So as long as this stays under 117, you'll be fine on Doge. Now, I know people like to look at the cash prices on it, but I am not much of a cash trader. USD. However, it is bouncing nicely off what looks like a retracement, and let's just go there. All right, get that closed. Let's take a fib retracement off this and see what's going on. Did we bounce off the 50? Yes, we did. So we have bounced off the 50%, and it looks like we are trailing back up. Do I expect this to lead to more upside? We have had what I would call 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a deep 4, and now let's see where a 5th wave can go. That's how I am going to treat this, as a 5-wave Elliott, as the 5th wave for the Elliott wave going. I don't know if it's going to be truncated or not, but we'll see if we can break 9 cents. If we break 9 cents, I will gladly take a little bit of profit on some Doge, as I bought as a joke. So that's my phone going off. All right, now let's look at Bitcoin. Weekly on Bitcoin, super bullish. Super bullish. We are just pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, and things are looking great. I have nothing but great things to say about the weekly chart. It is proceeding nicely towards what I think is going to be a ultimate top, And that should come around $67,000 as we broke out of what you'll see here, I think, on the daily, a giant channel. Now, as long as we close this 3 above this channel, I will maintain my extremely bullish posture and believe that we are then in for a massive 4 to the upside. And I think this 4 could be anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000. I think that once this is consolidation is, because this consolidation breakout is happening right now with a back test on the RSI. We're starting to flatten on the MACD, but the MACD can always go higher. And we've seen it higher. We've seen it much higher. Maybe not on this time frame specifically. So this is the highest the MACD's been on this time frame. But we can always go higher on the MACD, and we can always go higher on the RSI. We are still above this red line that I've drawn, which is our trend line. I am not stepping back from that. If we start to shoot to the upside, however, what I will end up doing is I will draw a brand new trend line that is going to be from here to here. And it's going to be less of a slope, but it's going to be closer to where I would be looking for a correction to go. But I wouldn't take this red line off. This red line is looking very, very sharp. I would like to see us ride the top of this channel, just like we did the previous time on the 4-hour, where we rode the top of this channel, followed by a breakout. So I'd like to see a repeat on the daily as we saw on the 4-hour. So I am extremely bullish on Bitcoin currently. The 4-hour chart. If we go down, you can see what I was talking about. We were riding the top of this channel, and then we finally broke out. We almost broke down right here, but we only managed to close 1 candle underneath this channel, or back inside this channel. And for me, I would like to see 2 closes, especially if they're going to be near the top, potentially 3, to make sure that the confirmation is a little bit better and that there's some sell pressure there. However, that didn't happen. This was an area I was concerned about. I did take profit on, I believe it was right around here. I took some profit in this area. And I went back in at the break right here on this 3 going above this 2. Just on the body. And right now I am holding, we are in a 1 to 4 candle correction pattern. 1, 2, 3. We can count this as a 1, a 2, and a 3. And this is the 4th one. It looks like the correction is now over. I am expecting a move to the upside again. I do not know where this 3 candle is going to close. However, I could see it closing above the bodies of this 7 and 8. Now, the hourly. The hourly is getting a little bit choppy. However, what I'm seeing here is something like a triangle forming. And I like triangles. I like triangles more than I like wedges, that's for sure. And so just to make the adjustment as tight as possible. And let's go right there and just move this out. There you go. That's your triangle right there. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a little triangle forming right here. We are bouncing above moving averages. We're above moving averages, all the moving averages. It looks like the 30 or the 7 was about to cross over the 30. However, the 7 looks like it's starting to trend back up towards the upside. How is the RSI looking? The RSI was going down. However, right here on the RSI, which is a lagging indicator, we broke. Now, one of the benefits of this is that what it looks like we also did a back test. So we were trailing down, we broke, we came back and back tested. And now it looks like we're getting ready to potentially shoot to the upside on the RSI. This is a healthy pullback on the RSI. We were in the overbought position. I like this. Now we can go back into the overbought bullish territory. The MACD is crossing over the 0 line, and it looks like it may be starting to flatten just a tiny bit. That's what the histogram's telling me. On the 4-hour on the MACD, which I didn't check, we are still maintaining a bullish stance. It's still moving to the upside. The 4-hour RSI indicator, the one area to be paying attention to is this trend right here. As long as you're in that area, and this is the key word here, and in this territory. So you can break down on this, and as long as you manage to stay in this territory, I will maintain my bullish stance on just the RSI. And I'm going to treat that very, very positively. Yes, so I'm going to maintain this stance right here as a very bullish territory for the RSI. And this is going to be the area where I think we are okay. However, when we start dipping into not here, but here, this area, this is where I'm going to start being a little more cautious with my plays. When we start moving above this area, this is where I'm going to start saying maybe we're a little too overbought. We can hang around in here for a long time, but I want to see us stay in, and I'll make this easier. I'll draw this just like this as a dividing line. So there you have it. So as long as we can stay in the overbought region, but in the low 70s. The minute we get above the low 70s, I would say this peak right here on the RSI that happened right before the high is a really, really good indicator on where to judge if we're starting to get a little bit in the overbought territory. Now, that's pretty much everything I have to say on Bitcoin for the day. Enjoy the ride up. I don't think we're anywhere close to being done yet. If you haven't been paying attention too long, I can tell you where the target is for this triangle. And it is a move to the upside. It is from 52 all the way to 54.5. Move to the downside is slightly dependent on where it breaks, but if it breaks down, it can come all the way back and back test this yellow line. If we see a back test of this yellow line, I would say that is a healthy enough correction and a perfect way to set us off for a full run to $67,000. But until then, I am going to maintain my bullish posture and think that we are just going to keep trailing up, and that back testing may not be a factor because we are so bullish here. And this, I don't know if we'll be able to wick down into this area. However, I would like to see it. I just don't think it's likely. I think we're too bullish. And that's because of this 2 candle. Alrighty, everyone have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.